So again, he starts trapping that ankle right away. I have to shift my weight heavy on this knee. So now if he's trying to push that knee inside the half guard, it's real tough. Like I drop my chest on him and then I can start back stepping, diving for the feet, capturing this hip. But I don't want him on top of me here. So I put my foot on the ground and I just like loosen the hook for a second and shrimp, and then I curl this back in and get a nice backpack like control here, or wrist control. I like this kind of grip too. So right away, nice solid control, and just stay here for a second. Try to escape. Like let him try to, you know, turn into you. Like I want to focus on controlling and dominating this position. Once I'm solid here, now I can start attacking on that. That's the biggest mistake I see when people, you know, whether it's in a scramble or something, they get somebody's back and they instantly just like, don't worry about the hooks or the lower body control, and they just attack the neck right away and they'll lose the position. Like even like if he, say he's on my back, he's got both hooks, and he doesn't get good control, but he just sinks in a choke. Like here, if I can get my hips free, like I'll be able to escape. Even on, you know, my coach, Chris Brennan, his brother, I used to catch him in like fully sunk rear naked chokes. Like I'm like, dude, this is dead to rights. And he would twist out of it. I'm like, how the fuck are you getting out of this? And he's like, you're not controlling my hips. And once that like hit me, I was just like, fuck. Like, so then it was just like, this motherfucker's not gonna just like twist his hips and escape my choke. Like I'm gonna make sure he can't get out of the position. I can stay there as long as I want. You know, if I want to just chill and stall out the round or the match, I can be here all day. You know, especially in a fight. You know, if it's the third round and you've won the first 2 rounds and you're just like, no, I got this in the bag. I don't want to risk any fluke bullshit happening in the last, you know, minute. Like,
or if it's early and you're in an advantage position, just sit there with that bitch. Just
same thing. Like,
make a mistake.
It's on him to escape.
Thanks.
You know, you don't want to get caught up too, like trying to be like too gung-ho, finishing too soon. You know, it's like being with a chick, right? You don't want to finish too soon. Like, it's like, take your time, make that, you know, think of it like that's the only submission attempt I'm going to get. So I want to make sure it counts. Like, I want to make sure, like, I might not get there again, right? Especially in MMA, guys are really good at scrambling or just, you know, they're sweaty, they don't got a shirt on and they slip out. Like, I want to make sure, like, I don't regret losing this position. I've done it in MMA fights where I've had it and I'm just like, go in as hard as I can trying to finish, and the guy survives the bell in his second round and my arms are like shot. And I'm like, all my fights I won in the first round. Every fight that went out of the first round, I lost. I was like, because I was dumb, I didn't listen to my coaches. I was like, I'm finishing this guy in the first round, like he can't stop me. And then it's like, you know, guys are tough and, you know, they weather that storm, and all of a sudden it's like, second round, he's fresh and like my arms are shot, and that's when you start like looking for a way out. Or so again, one more time. He traps that ankle, I back step, bring this arm over. I'm always diving, looking and diving towards his feet. If you dive the wrong way, you'll feel it, because you're not rolling and you're just like pulling him up on top of him.
And then you're looking at me.
Yeah. You're like, why isn't this working? You know, I'm like just doing a front roll. If you want, you can reach and like grab his feet. You know, a lot of guys will do this and they'll try to attack like submissions. I like to grab the hip, just so, because if I don't and he turns, like I might lose him here. And if he just sneaks that underhook in, like now, I just like threw him on top of me. So I'm always, as I roll, I'm grabbing the hip. You know, it's just like an arm drag, right? Like I want to get that hip. Like if I don't get that hip, it's gonna be hard for me to get that back. Do you have any questions on that? Once you do it a few times, it's stupid simple. And it's one of the funnest moves. So like when you hit it in a roll, like you and the guy you did it to will have a smile on their face. Like fuck, I can't believe I just did that. And the other guy's like, what the fuck did you just do to me? Yeah.
I've done that by accident sometimes, and I'm like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
How did I end up here? You know,
Yeah.
I did it all. Probably.
And that kind of, this movement opened up a lot of other back takes because it's similar like mechanics and philosophy is like when we get in this type of position here, whoever's hips are lower is like, we're in almost an identical position, right? So like, if I get his hips higher, like I'm gonna get his back. If we go back there, if he extends me and gets me up, like he's gonna get my back. So like, and you'll get all kinds of weird scrambles and stuff where you'll hit those. There's a lot of them off like failed leg locks and stuff. You'll see guys like Fleet Penna does a lot of them when guys attack his legs, he'll roll into back takes and stuff there. But this is the easiest way to kind of learn those mechanics to it. Questions? Let's pair it. 1, 2. Save. Make sure you have some room to roll. Cross your feet and push it like this. And then this, so like, I like to come here. So if he tries to turn away, now and then from here, I like to capture him and roll it to his chest. So now you can just start working on his neck here with no, yeah, like if he tries to turn away, if he tries to turn away. Even if he took no, yeah, you check it. It was doomed from the beginning. So,
No, I got it.
yeah. So see how it's kind of on you a little bit? Put your foot on the ground and shrink your hip just a little bit. Yeah, now through your...
Yeah.
We did this one
Yeah.
before, right?
Yeah, but I'm feeling a lot, like, the way you're explaining it is all different now.
It is weird how it works out.
Don't, so go back a step. So, you lifted this knee, which is a big no-no.
Yeah.
So, as soon as he traps your foot, drive your, yes, heavy on that knee. So now, starts, and stay heavy on that knee the whole time. So keep walking your arms towards his butt. Yep. So see how you hit that like hump where you couldn't roll? So as you roll, curl, no, don't cream across here. Curl this heel towards your butt. And as you roll, put your foot here. And as you go, so roll. And kick. Feel you can stomp on your own.
Yeah.
Are you like,
Are you back stepping over his body and then roll?
yeah.
Let me do the other side one next time. This one. Room.
Pinch. Cover.
So right there, heavy on the knee back step. So see how you're getting stuck? Go back.
Do that at that end.
No, it's hard. It's hard on the other side.
Yeah, for me.
It's all in the hole.
No.
Get the position in, are you ready to roll?
Here.
So
I should not.
as you bring this elbows down by his hip, as you roll, curl this heel towards your butt.
Roll it that way.
And pause
Like
right
you're gonna
here.
triangle your shit.
Don't kick his leg
Hey,
out there.
stop,
Curl
stop.
it. Put this foot here.
Triangle your shit.
And
Bring this into. Do this
stomp on
with
your
this.
leg towards the
Bring this.
bathroom.
Stop.
Kick.
Triangle.
So
Bring
now
this
move it, and
into
as you
this.
roll, do that little stomp.
Yeah. Like you said, keep this down. Yeah, just like that side step. Over here. Now look. Stop. Look. Now make this arm like you're about to go grab my feet. And roll that way. Now grab the hip. That was roughly good. We need like 3, 4 more reps of those. Yeah. Roll and then kick. Like, ready? Boom.
Sure. So get heavy on that right knee.
Heavy on this knee.
Like shift your hip like this. So all your weight's on that knee. See how you came up and you're almost on that side? Like, as you're here, he's gonna turn and face you. Like, yeah. So do it again.
You want me to do the other side?
No, switch it. Yeah. So dive through and pause like right here. Put your foot on like your ankle bone and kick towards the bathroom. And grab his hip. And now put your left foot on the ground and shrimp.
No.
Like out like this. Yes. And now go around the neck so you're having them on this side, yeah. And this foot, curl this in and cross here and pinch his skin. I like to grab his wrist here and pull that tight. So if he tries to turn away from you, now if he tries to turn the other way, like you can just keep him here all day long and just slowly work on his
I'm not. From here, once you use the passer, once you get the press that knee over, use it as a pivot point and just turn your body to off that knee.
Yes. Cross like your feet here and pinch your knees. So now if he tries to turn, there's done. Goes the other
Now,
way.
heavy on this knee, chest, press the shoulder. And just pivot from it. Boom. This is. Got it?
So see how hard that roll is? You're putting your so turn.
Okay, yeah. The top leg.
No, back step over his legs and open this up. So now this arm, dive down by his butt. So now when you turn, like send him away, it's a nice smooth roll.
Do that one. But literally send that shoulder almost flat before you even go. Like send on the dive, literally almost send it like this.
Yes, better. Don't see how you're like
Lead me up.
So,
It's just, I'm going too quick. I should throw.
yeah,
push
you're
it.
like throwing him up to his knees.
Yeah.
So let me do it to you. So trap that way.
This is fun though.
So you're doing this. You're throwing him up, but he's like here. Gonna help you, and then you're trying to go to this side. But look, you're putting his back like right on the mat. He's gonna just like best case. Now I'm here in a passing position. So if I'm rolling, like I don't want him to land on me. So as I roll, as he comes up here, I grab the hip and I move out from under him. So like I just pull him. So now we're here, like in this position. So now if you try to turn into me, now I'm like,
It's just like.
let
just
me,
right before.
let me do it to you. Okay. So you can see.
Doesn't matter. Right before long.
So watch. Like right before we land here, like as soon as his knees touching, I do this like little shrimp out of the way. Now I gather him up here.
As soon as you secure that hip, use it to shrimp your way
Yeah.
through up there.
So like I'm rolling on my right side and I'm ending on my right side. I don't like bring him back to this other side. So right there, put your left leg on the ground.
Left leg on the ground.
Your left leg, yeah. And shrimp and pull his hip to you. Yep. See how he just like falls in your lap?
Yeah.
So now go around his neck, that other hand, yeah. And you're right in a good position to start stirring him.
What's that?
Good, everybody got the feel for that?
When you take that back though, don't just did this from under. Here, I can move your thing get this so it's holding tight.
Any questions? So simple, like. See how far you're up his body? Like, back step over his legs, so now you have a clear path, and, yep, even roll further down by his, like this is what's gonna happen if I
Dive further toward there.
You gotta scoop, hit that C-step like that.
I'm not really.
so
That's you trying to dive.
if I try, like if I put my shoulders up like mid back and try to roll, like I'm lifting his, I can't even lift him here. Like come down here, like my face should be like looking up his butthole, like I'm way down here. So none of his body's on me. So when I come up, I'm here. I can banana split. Like if he reaches back, like I can hit like twisters and stuff there. But I should be like my lat should be like down on his like ass when I roll. Because then I'm just moving his hips. I'm not moving his whole body there. Like, and if you're feeling when you roll and you get like a tire running something over in the road, like you're probably rolling too far up his body where I need to dive like way down. I can't dive too low. Like there's no too low on this. Questions? Yeah, work that like when you're rolling with guys. Like this is the perfect thing to do when you're rolling with like new people or people that you can just do whatever you want to. Just like get them out and just like practice it. Like I'm telling you, it's one of those moves too when you like, I've done it to like really high level people where they're not expecting it. And all of a sudden, you know, they were really aggressive before and now they're like, get real cagey, like, dude, this guy, like, you know, you can like, you hit moves like this and you start like fucking with people's head, like, dude, is this guy better than I think he is? Or like, like I've had guys that, like, I've watched them like murder guys that murder me, and then I do something like that, and then they're like standoffish, and like it takes them out of their game, and it's like, you know, like it good, you know, like if I make you second guess what you're good at, then it makes it easier for me, you know. Sometimes you like a little bit of bluffing, you know, it's like stand up, like if you're, you know, not that great, but you kind of look good, guys will be like, dude, like it's okay, you know, yeah, like that's what happened when I fought Toby. Like he was over in his corner bouncing around looked like a pro boxer and shit, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna take him down. Right? Like my game plan instantly changed, and then I found out like, they're like, oh, he's way better on the ground than he is like standing. I was like, fuck, wait. But just shit like that gets in, you know, little things can like totally fuck up somebody's kind of psyche there. So we're gonna go into some passing here. So there's a few different ways you can pass. Like obviously I can go around the guard, I can go through the guard, or I can kind of go over the guard, you know, with like diving stuff. For me, even when I was small, like I wasn't a guy, like going around is really tough. Guys with good guards, with a lot of flexibility. Like when you see, for example, like if you start trying to get, you know, past them here, like go to your back, like you get here, they start bringing their legs up and inverting and shit. And, like guys who are flexible and know how to use their hips, like passing to the outside is really tough. It gives you some advantages because if I'm upright, like way up here passing, like I don't have to worry about triangles and arm bars and stuff. But now it opens up like, you know, leg lock entries and stuff here. So now I have to deal with stuff like that. I would rather pass low and tight to avoid leg locks. And if he triangles me or something, I gotta work on my, you know, positioning and my defense there. I'd much rather get sucked into a triangle than, you know, the guy shoot a heel hook on me and, you know, tear my ACL or something. You know, if he triangles me, you know, I could be stubborn, and worse, I go to sleep and you guys are waking me up, you know. So from here, a couple options. You know, if he's seated, like I can try to get him down. I don't really like focus on trying to like push the guy down or anything like that. I kind of go with what he gives me. Just because in training, I want to have an answer for that. Like if I can't get him down, like I want something to go off of. So very common, one of the most common, swap right again. So you're gonna deal with like this seated guard a lot, like butterfly guard and stuff. And one of the most common ones is he's gonna go over under. Like, and he's gonna start looking for like a, you know, just kind of a hook sweep. You know, where he's looking for stuff like this. Sometimes it's harder for me. Ideally, I want double underhooks on this. But if you can't, I'll let him get his over under. So if he slides in, right away, if I can reach, I gave him grip. If I can't, I'll fist grip. And right away, his underhook side, I crunch that one over. So again, I'm here, he slides in and gets that. Right away, I start crunching him and I turn him to that side. So from there, I'm like laying on my elbow here. So there's no way he can now sweep me to that side. Like, and sweeping me with the overhook side is really hard. You know, so from here, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start backstepping and getting 2-on-1 here. So now I have both my legs kind of sliding in, jamming his heel to his butt, and I'm just gonna start looking to get knee over knee, and I'm just looking to hip right cross. We kind of did this drill before. I think most everybody was here when we're like here, same thing. My elbows are in, I go knee over knee, and I pass. He slides his knee back in like he's regarding again, and I just come here. Like, has everybody done that drill? Did we do that already? So it's that's kind of developing that hip switch, and now I'm using it in like a full pass. So he comes in right away. I don't let him start lifting me and do anything. As soon as he grabs me, I hug him and I just kind of torque him to that side. It's real hard, because like standing up, doing that's hard because he's got his legs under him for base. So he comes here, I just start turning to that side, so try to move. Like, it's real tough. You know, I can keep my hands locked. If you don't feel comfortable, you can just kind of post up high. Again, now I just back step and look for bring that back in. Like, he's gonna keep that knee in, so I go 2-on-1, and I just start looking for knee over knee coverage, and I just hit switch right there. So it's real simple. It doesn't take a lot of hand fighting. I'm just hitting that like body lock pass. It's really good for MMA, especially like off of like a double leg. You're gonna kind of end up in that position a lot. Whereas he starts sitting up and coming into you here, I'm just over under, rotate him to that side, and start back stepping. And I'm just, you know, most of the time I would keep my hands locked under him because it's really uncomfortable, but I'm just gonna be nice here. So take here. So I have this 2-on-1, right? So just walk, so your knee on over. So when I drop this knee, it's gonna push that knee down, and my other one's gonna kick back, and I just replace it. And I like kind of walk his hips the opposite way with my, as I'm like driving that knee, and it should be kind of pushing in there. Questions? Can I see it? Okay. And he comes in. Let's do the other side. So here, right away, he helped me because he put his head on the wrong side. But like, put your head on the other side, yeah. So right away, I take him, and I'm on this elbow. Like, this is nice and tight. My head's on kind of on this side, where now I can kind of, I don't want to be back like this, you know, because I don't want him to stretch me. I want to like walk my knees up. I'm tight here, everything's tight. I can just pass him here, and now I can keep that grip dynamic, because now it's really tough when he starts trying to shrimp anything. Like, I'm really wedged under him. Now I'm gonna start coming up to this like cross face kind of simple position. if a guy's like here, I can kind of do the same thing. I just elbows in, and I start crawling my hips up, and I start stepping here, and I just start walking around until I get just over the knee. I don't want to step up where he can grab, like my leg or scoop underneath it, like because now I'm like he limits me on like this. So I kind of move to the side a little bit. So if he tries to, like, this knee's not pointed up. Like guys with really long legs that like stick out past here, I'll just kind of walk around a little bit, use my knee to post. If I have a guy who's, like what you're gonna run into is you go here, he's gonna block your hip with his hand. From here, I just go here. So I elbow, just quick momentary, they just pop that hand out.
Do you use your elbow too to like kind of like pin his knee? Or?
You can, like the beaching guys, I'll go like deep here with an S grip and then use this to like pin.
Yeah.
I don't like being that deep on this side.
Yeah.
And I don't ever really need to pin this. Because even if his knee's up, if I just walk a little bit, like I can cover this. And if he's push on my knee and stuff, like here, I just open here. So I'll just pop this out of the way and get past it. This is the pass I hit more than anything now. It's like I know if I just get into that position, like it's almost a done deal. Like it's so hard to stop.
I think you did that to me.
Probably some kind of variation of it. You know, I do the same thing like I go down. But I think we're kind of in a similar position where I think you had like, where you were kind of working on like a.
I think I had double unders, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like,
Oh no, so you had overhook there on this side earlier, and you had the gi grip.
oh yeah,
Yeah, you were working that, and that's I got to here.
yeah.
Like, so especially it works in the gi too. I think it works better in the gi because guys will start, they'll so hyper focus on the grips there,
Yeah.
where they feel like, oh, I'm about to get you because I'm. But like a lot of times, like when you were barrier, like to Andrew,
Yeah.
like I'll feel like they're getting the better of the grip fight just because I've been doing it a long time, but my hips will win the battle while they're like occupied on the hand fight. And a few times when guys were like getting like deep chokes, like my hips, you know, I pass them in like mount, then they'd have to abandon it. So like if you win the battle of the hips, especially passing, like it's tough. Like you felt it like you guys have good hips and are on top of you, it's like you can't move them, you can't do anything. And one little mistake and it's just like hip switch and they're gone. So I focus like, I don't use my hands a lot for passing. The more you can use your hips, the better. Then my hands are free to catch ribs or, you know, chokes or arms or whatever. Like when I see guys that are like, they're here like trying to pass like this, like I don't worry a lot. You know, when they're not using their hands and they're like getting into like these positions here, and now I'm like in a tight position here because now it's tough, right?
Yeah.
We were here with this. You even got this underhook, and I had this.
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's like your hips have to be behind it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm real confident, like you're gonna. There's more on you to do everything perfect than me at that point. Like,
No, and then you had me like really, my hips were like flat.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like
yeah, because
active.
once I beat the knee here as you came up, like, and I got this.
Yeah.
Now even if you have this underhook, like I can walk you to this side. Because now we're gonna do like strip, like bridge. Yeah. Like as soon as you use your feet to do anything, like put your feet on the ground and bridge.
Then you can pass.
Yeah. Like I'm just feeling when he kind of starts getting desperate with his feet. Like I said, I can just chill there the whole time. That's a good spot too. Like if we turn here, Like even in that half guard, I beat the knee, and he starts coming up. I get this near underhook. Even though he's got this underhook, now like for him to get up, like especially in MMA, guys are gonna use this underhook to try to get up. And I can just like sit here and pound on him, you know, like he's got a shrimp under me, or move or do something, you know, and as soon as he starts doing that, like, and I'm in a good position now, even with that underhook, like you're gonna have to bump a bunch of times, right? Like, you know, like you have to move a lot to get to where that underhook's usable again, right?
Yeah.
And that's what, like, same thing, you get to the point where it's like usable, then boom, like I'll go to it.
That's it.
Now you have to come back into me, right? You know, and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Or you can continue that way, and I take it back, you know? Like, so you kind of put those kind of passes put people in shitty positions where they have to like turn away, turn into really hard, and that's where like a lot of those back takes come. You guys want to see it again, or are you good? One more time.
That's a good one, man. Just the other guy's just gonna waste all his energy for.
So he comes in, I'll just let him get that over-under grip. The main thing, you can't let him jack this underhook up, because now we can use it to sweep. So here, I just start collapsing it, and I take him to that side where now it's not really usable anymore. Even if you like reach over and try to grip your hands together, like just tap that, you know, don't try, you know, like you feel like maybe you can attack that like arm crush that.
Well, not really.
Yeah.
Because it was like really high. Like the only thing maybe like if I'm grabbing, I'd probably like try and frame your face with my forearm. But
the thing
like
there,
what you just did,
like when you have that to like come up. So when I'm here and I'm like on this elbow, if I'm here, you could grab that and you get But since sit up, like I'm planting my elbow in, like my weight's on this elbow.
Yeah.
So if you grip your hands and try to open that elbow up,
it's really difficult.
if I let the elbow up, now you might be able to do it. But even from this position, like the position I'm in, like I'm in a strong pass, like because you don't have like your hips. Normally when you get here, like get that grip again, like guys will so lock your hands up. Like now they'll throw this leg over, right? Like, they get here. Yeah, now I'm in trouble. But since like come back up, like here, like if you go to that grip, like there's no try to use your hips to do anything to go attack this, like external. You know, anything that like, stay strong. Like, yeah, it's real easy to like, because you become so, like you just don't have enough control on that arm too. And you don't have enough hip mobility to move into a position where you have the control. So it's like, when I feel guys really like hyper focusing on that, it just makes the passing even easier.
on the straight arm lock.
Yeah. But it requires me keeping my body in a position too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you had like a really good tight pressure on the
Pressure,
back of my
yeah.
ribs. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That was like hard to breathe.
Yeah. But that's one of those passes you just kind of gotta like feel it out and like see how guys, you know, try to move you and stuff, and then like just that they call it body lock pass for a reason. So real simple. Like when I first started seeing guys do it, I was like, that's bullshit, that won't work.
Yeah.
And then when I started seeing like Nicky Rod do it to like the best guys, and I was like,
that guy does
but
it to
like,
everybody.
yeah, he's like the best at like, but when you see guys like him do it to like Fleet Penna, guys who have like impassable guards, and then they look like blue belts, I was like, fuck, I gotta start messing with that.
Yeah.
And when I got fat and like my normal like knee cut passes and stuff, you know, I didn't feel good with, it was like, okay, this is the perfect time to start working that, and now it's like, I try to go back to some other passes, but I'm like, I don't need to. Like, it works so well. let's get some reps in on that. You can do it just from the hips, you can do it from the over-under, but just like, the main thing is if I can get 2 on 1, now I can, you know, get that knee coverage and just that hip switch. Like if you can start getting that kind of hip switching into your game early on, the earlier the better. Like a lot of guys, I don't see them, even at black belt, I don't see them like using their hips. It's like, and you'll feel it too, like, you know, guys like purple belts and stuff, you'll go and roll at other gyms and roll some black belts and you're like, dude, that guy didn't feel like, was he trying? Like, and then you roll certain black belts and you're like, fuck, like, they feel like it's a car parked on you, right? Or like, or you do anything and there's like 2 little hip movements in their past. Let's pair up. 1, 2.
We're gonna do. You're talking about me?
So yeah, so collapse that. Yep. And now step your left leg back. No. So go back to your knees. Drive this knee in tight. And now you're gonna kick this one back to, so now you have 2 legs smashing that one. And now start walking to, yes. Drive this knee in tight. And kick this one back. And bring it to that same butterfly leg. Yeah. Yes. Go back to where you have 2 on 1. Yes. Yep. And bring that knee to drive this way. Yes. Now, that hand can just come up to a cross face. So the hand that was under his back, I leave that one there like a tight seatbelt, and then this hand, underhooking like, yep. So now, like, you have a tight waist on there. So now if he tries to shrimp or anything, like, so you can kind of wait and see what he does. You know, he's pushing, shrimping, get tight cross face on him. Don't worry about that, just get that nice cross face. Like, no, on your side. And hand on the mat and walk your fingers around. See how it like gets his head up the line? Like, so now when he's trying to push here, like you have that friction on the mat. You know? And then when you're ready, you can start connecting your hands, or going knee in the belly, or whatever you like to do from there.
Like this? Or inside? No. You gotta pull, pinch,
Yeah, I'm pinching them.
no, push, you're pinching it, but you're pinching it to the ground. Pinch it into my foot.
You kill me every
So, don't go back. See how far up you are?
And you need
So, start again. So sit all the way up. So when he grips you here, grip, like I gave you, in forest grip, and pinch here tight, and fall to that elbow, yes. So now kick your right leg down.
You really are.
So once it's here, drive back to it. So his foot's like touching his ass there. Now start stepping over you.
You want to walk a little bit higher. We go. Once you steal that space,
When you passed, you swam that, your overhook to an underhook, right?
So
and then don't let me get this, like, steal that in.
I was thinking about what you did to me when we were rolling.
Yeah,
I think
so-
you did it
Put this knee in my butt.
so here,
Take that space, force my leg around. Yep. Now, let that one leg back.
I heard that.
This one, and take and
You got the underhook here. So as you start to sit up,
Yes and no.
I get this.
Yeah.
So like, so if he's playing half guard and he starts sitting up,
And
take that knee underhook, run it back down.
Yeah.
and it's miserable here.
Yeah,
Like, because it's so hard to get this underhook back.
Yep.
Like, if I just do this, he can run here on your side. Like, but if I walk this up, like now I can just chill here. Like, you know, if he tries to burn that way, like,
From here.
you know, and now I can start driving and like punching here. So the second he loosens up or does anything here, I can just kind of. Or I go back down. Like if he's not, if you don't give it up on playing,
And like you said,
I can start
patience and dominant. You're in a position.
working the
Work on the side. You
you
can
know,
work.
drive this around,
Slowly walking.
past him out.
Be there for days.
Or like as he starts stripping down.
Because if you jump it early, you did all that for nothing, and now you're in a bad position.
To me, I've got to be everywhere. I just need to find that opening. You know, get my leg out.
If you need him all over the run, he's easy. No, this one. This way, that's pretty good. It's all the way up for this. Keep that in it, and spread this one. Yep.
Yes, better.
Oh, this thing.
Right. Trying to fight to get. Some people fight to get this side control because they want to get airports.
What's your favorite position to work at?
I like going from there on side control. Take that. On bar, put it out. Because I like when they
I tried to switch sides on you. I think I did the same side. Did you go the same way that you have been going?
The things in here, our first thing we're pushing is we're this and then we're passing it on to that foot. And once we have it here, push this up to keep that foot right and take away all the spaces you can.
What's that like?
Yeah.
So this way, digging my elbow, you try to pull
push with that one or push with this. Push.
So once I get here, I'll try to get my elbow. My elbow's like digging a visible.
When you're walking to the side, you're like this. Instead of just being like this, you keep this here and you just rotate. You're bringing your hip up. Don't bring your hip up because that's where the space is coming. And you just want to rotate it slowly.
So Instagram live delay.
The same thing that we were doing with the rotation on the back. Live. Keep your hips and your chest low.
When you get here, dig the elbow into the mat. Like drive this elbow. Into the mat. So if he was trying to like hold this, like there's no way, like how hard he can hold. This elbow's like got the traction on the mat. If you come up and lift that elbow up a little bit, now he can start like go back. Yeah, he might pull up, but if your elbow comes up and he's strong, like he can start opening that elbow up.
The flipper one?
So I want to make sure, like, once I do this, the elbow's up in it. And also creates like a little bit of a kicks, like if you're doing it to me.
What you do is
I come here. Yes. Because now, like, this, like, I can pull that out. Like, a little wedge here. Like, you can use your head on the mat. Like, if I try to sweep you here, like, just switch your hips. Like, try to you just like sit right through it. So I really have no like power like you do. Like if you try to start sweeping,
You got it.
I'll just kind of walk
You
away.
can never let that go. Here you go on top and have it.
Stay on your toes.
You're in a
and
gizzy,
then go
you should
around.
never.
Is that what you're
Like,
doing?
even if you like say
You're gonna do things to what?
to like,
Get on
If you
top.
were to elevate me, you have to lift up like on the ground.
Yeah.
So even if you elevate me here,
Yeah,
like.
pull your head out.
you're that butterfly is not going to get this. Like, even if
No,
you're
don't tap.
way bigger than
No, don't tap. Bite that hand, bro.
maybe like when you do a
Stay heavy.
Bite the hands.
they like,
Don't close it, like the hands. It didn't work.
yeah.
Now you don't tap. You're on top. You're heavy.
No, like, yeah. It becomes kind of
Johnson, stand up.
like I used to get just when I was like, my butterfly that just like throwing in the side. But it was like kind of a last ditch, you know, effort, but it's, yeah.
But even
Yeah, there's no way.
yeah, if you're trying to.
Anybody have questions on that?
No, that was good.
It's not like they have to.
I think that's the next move. We need to drill for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do one more kind of similar using your hips, and it's a common spot you're gonna end up dealing with, and like everybody struggles with it, is like the knee shield. So we're in like a half guard here, and he's got this knee shield. Let's turn this way. So one thing I don't want to do is reach for a deep underhook here. Like, because from here, if I start reaching, he'll kick this leg straight and go omoplata, or,
Oh.
yeah, you can wrestle that. Like, I'll start extending myself here, or, like, you know, the front here. Like, guys will start hitting me with this. So this arm, like, see how, like, his knee's, like, at a 90? Like, my elbow stays, like, this stays, like, in line with his hips here. So if he's trying to get an underhook, it's real easy for me to pummel. If he's trying to like overhook my arm or something, I can just kind of, I make this wedge like in his armpit. So if he starts coming up into me, it's real easy. Like he can't get good control to like omoplata or anything. And my arm, whenever I'm ready, is right in position to catch that underhook. So if he's playing like a low knee shield, it's easy. I'm not reaching with this hand. This is bait a lot of times. If he's knee shielding and I start doing this, he'll start grabbing femoras. I never touch this knee with this hand. Even if I push this out of the way, when this arm moves, that knee's just gonna come right back. Like, so even if I do this, like that, knee's just gonna come right back. So I'm not using my hands, like, he's a big guy and he's got strong legs. Like, trying to beat his legs with my hands is stupid. So I'm gonna use my hips. This elbow stays in tight, just to make sure there's no chance, you know, I don't do this where you grab a Kimura, you know, stuff like that. This stays in tight. This arm pretty much does nothing. So from here, he's got this knee shield. All I'm gonna do is start turning my hip down to collapse that knee shield. Now I stay tight on it. Everybody come on this side. So I turn my hip, and where this arm was, just kind of slides to his back here. So again, like you can't really like overhook. You know, like there's not a lot he has there. If he tries to underhook me, I'm so tight there, it's tough. So from here, all I'm gonna do is I just start walking backwards. No weight comes off of them. Don't get caught trying to like push his knee down. Think about like, if you stand on a scale and you put your hand on the wall, you can take like 20 pounds off, right? So if I put my hand on his knee, like it's taking weight off his hips. Like if I do this, he can straighten this leg back into like a half guard, you know, back here. Now look where my omoplata comes back, like all that. So he's playing this knee shield. I turn my hips, this is tight here, all the way, and I just walk it here. So my weight's on his hips, so now he can either shrimp into me, which is tough, or like shrimp all the way through. Like,
I'm gonna show you this.
yeah. So Like he's gotta go. If I'm here, like I'm just climbing up his body. So if he shrimps and faces me, like I'm already here, ready to pass. The easiest option with most people take is the path of like least resistance is they're like, I'm halfway to my knees already. So I'll like nudge them, like go ahead, go to your knees. And right away, I'm chasing the back. If they do nothing, they just kind of stay here and he keeps his elbows tight. You know, now I can start dropping off like on north-south chokes. Or now if he comes up to his knees, like I'm ready to snag his neck, you know. So kind of whichever way he goes, I don't care. Like it all is an easy kind of hip movement for me to settle in wherever I want. And it's just a couple hip movements that beat it. I don't have to sit here and like, you know, I see guys like pushing this and trying to get here. But as they get control here, you just extend your body away. Like, and now they're chasing, right? Like, so, yeah, like I might be able to collapse him here, but like everything is doing that, right? So nothing is holding him from extending away, just like swatting himself away from me. So that knee shield, if it's like a high knee shield, I gotta start coming, pushing a little bit and start like deflecting. Again, I don't do this because as soon as I start doing that, he'll kick me away with your knee, you know. And now like triangles will come, or he'll start snatching, looking for kimuras. You know, now I have to start pulling away, and all my pressure is gone. All that positioning I got, I'm starting squaring. So he's knee shielding. I'm just down here by the hip and the butt with my elbow, turn my hips, and kill that knee shield. And I have this leg to drive. So if he starts scooting away, like I can move with him, and I just keep right here. And notice like you feel like my elbow kind of right in your kidneys here. As I get here, I just rotate it around. So now I'm ready if he turns away, like turtle, like I'm ready here to start like taking the back. But it's like same kind of position, you end up in there. But those guys, if you struggle with like knee shield, like this will change. Like especially if they play, guys with the long legs that play like a low knee shield, so they'll play this kind of game, like with the overhook, and they'll start looking like for like triangles and stuff here, you know, that kind of stuff. Like if you stay on the hip here and like, so we're here, turn your hip, yes. Like now, if you just keep that hip down and walk backwards. Like, now I have to like, do like, there's a lot more energy expenditure for me to recover than him to hold me here, right? Like I gotta pull some like Houdini guard recovery shit out there. And it's simple, just hip down. So anywhere I can use my hips as hands, like it's gonna make his life fucking hell. And it frees up my hands, you know, to snatch stuff in the scramble or use those additional points. But just think of that, like if we're here, like almost like I'm passing the no hands here. My weight's pushing here, so if he starts to shrimp or anything, I can just kind of come right here. My weight's still heavy, you know, and here I can transition north-south. You know, I'm in a good position too when you start shrimping into me, like you're facing me. I can catch that mount. You know, this is where it leads back into. Like I'm in this position, so it feels like you can scoop up that leg, like right into like my back attack stuff. So like I'm always corralling him towards that type of stuff where, like that's like the right thing to do, try to scoop up that leg, right? Yeah. Like try to recover that half guard, like. Yeah. But it still leads you, you know. And that's where I want him to like I want his best option to still lead him to fucking, yeah, like, that's the shitty part, right? Where you're like, you know, even high belts are like, wait, was that the right thing to do? I'm like, yeah, but you just fell into the trap. It's like, they're like a high level, you watch like Magnus Carlsen in chess or something, and it's like, guys are making good moves, but it's like, no, that's still the wrong move, that's still the wrong move. Like, getting to that point where whatever he does, like, I'm fine with, because it's just gonna lead into, you know, good stuff for me. I don't, you're gonna notice a theme here, like the stuff I teach is, I don't, like everything I do, I want a plan B, plan C, you know, it should lead into something else, like moves that are like, if I go for this and miss it, I'm back to square one or in a shitty position, I don't fucking bother it. Like, that's like a Hail Mary in football, right? It's like, maybe I have that for, you know, last 30 seconds, I gotta try to jump on something and submit them, but, you know, if I go for it and it puts me in a bad position, you know, not like any knock against it, but the first baseball bat choke we did where you let him pass, like, I don't like anything where I'm letting the guy pass, like, you know, I'd rather work to get on top position, mount, get in a strong position, and then work for that choke or the knee in the belly, like, you know, sometimes it's a last ditch, like, he's gonna pass my guard and I sneak in the grip and maybe I threaten it or get it, but, like, you know, unless I'm really confident that I'm fooling that guy, like, I don't like to let him pass or, like, let him have a good position for a, you know, hopeful, you know, you know, because if I don't get it, like, now I'm in a bad position, you know, I'd rather, you know, go for a cross choke, and if that doesn't work, I can attack an arm bar, and if that doesn't work, I can go to a triangle or whatever. But let's work that. Really, you're heavy with your hip, and I'm driving some pressure into him. Just one last time. Like, I'm not just here where, like, this leg isn't doing anything. This leg is, like, giving a little drive. Because if I just turn here and he kicks me away, like, I'm just gonna lose. I don't have a lot of attachment to him. So I'm gonna pinch tight on his hip here, and almost like grabbing his, like, far, like, you know, love handle or whatever. And I'm driving here a little bit, so if he starts pushing like that, like, I have pressure. So even if, like, I feel like I can't go this way, like, because he's, like, extend that leg, you know, now I'm back, I'm past the knees, I'm kind of into that same body lock pass position, so, like, when guys start trying to figure out an answer for that, it leads back into, you know, that, and it's just like, hit this way, hit that way, hit this way, hit that way. So I'm just kind of like, you know, wading my way through his, you know, frame of defenses with my hips, not like hand fighting. Questions? Parents, go. 1, 2.
Steve?
That's it.
So, as you walk around, so heavy dip, or just start straightening, let those here, and straighten this arm and start bringing your arm on this side of your body. So you're like driving your shoulder in, and pass your arm this side, like this. Yes. Feel that difference? Yeah. So now you're gonna drop this hip. Like, so you're gonna, yeah, let's see how you're like, we're here. So, turn your hip.
Without feeling heavy.
Okay, that's good.
And then drag your hip in. Like you're this. It's like, so now I'm turning here. Like you can see as I turn, there's a step amount. And now look at the position I'm in. Like as I start trying to escape, like you're already right there.
Nah, 20%.
I did that.
So you're already
Ah, YouTube.
What do you want to have some minute?